Hey there YouTube, it's Cadiot, and welcome to episode 11 of my Minecraft Survival Let's Play series. Now, I'm going to get quick into this because I see viewer retention already dropping. Today we're going to be building a lab inside of a warehouse. So, going over what's going to happen, I'm going to build from the inside out today instead of the outside in, because when I build from the outside in, nothing happens. The interior becomes barren. And so that being the case, we're going to try something different. We're going to build from the inside out. So in this area right around here, I want to build a bunch of warehouses, but I want them to have a lab in it. And so for that, we need to first gather some materials. So I'm going to go gather those real quick. Oh, I just remembered I never finished clearing it. Oh, and of course they respawn too. Darn it. I gotta clean this up before I can take all the resources. Hopefully that should be enough dungeon copper. Let's get into the build. Did I seriously just call that dungeon copper? I mean trial chamber copper. Anyway, build. Okay, so let's get into the build. So the first thing I want to do is I want to come in here and I want to lay out a little bit of a platform for the first thing we're actually going to be putting down, which I want to build some sort of big, like, fluid storage container. So thinking about what I actually want to be in the lab, I want this to be sort of a, I don't know, like a cloning lab. You see, recently I started a new series, as you probably know, and I need to find time to be able to do both. Or I could just clone myself. So that's really the reason I'm building this lab, is because I want to clone myself. That's probably sounds stupid, but there's your reasoning. Didn't say it had to be good reasoning, but there's your reasoning. So what I'm going to do for this little fluid storage container, this is going to take probably a couple goes to figure out if I like it or not, but I want to get lower stripe, and then an upper stripe. Oh, that sucks. And a roof. Okay. And then I want to have a big pipe coming out of the top. Yeah, I think that there is the egg shape I'm going to go for. Although I do want to see if I can add a copper bulb. Oh my, why do I have so many in my inventory? I do want to see if I can just kind of place a copper bulb here, if that... Okay, if I make that light up, I think that might help. So while thinking about this, I kind of just came to the realization that it doesn't actually make any sense to clone myself. This is steampunk, not sci-fi. So cloning would be more sci-fi. So I think I'm going to pivot here, actually, with how I'm doing this. And instead of cloning, I'm going to go for a more mechanization approach. I'm going to make a mecha Cadiot. Not like a massive mecha Cadiot, but like a miniature me. A gear Cadiot. What are the little ones called? They have the little ones and all this and all the... I don't know what they're called. Someone will tell me what they're called when it's like the small mech guys, gear mechs or whatever. Someone tell me. My brain has just decided to turn on what I'm thinking of as automaton. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, because automatons are the mech guys that you see roaming around. They're like robots, but mechs. I'm almost certain that's what I'm thinking of. So what am I building now? What I'm building here, these are going to be the casting chambers. So this is going to be for casting metal parts. I want to have these orange tubes. I'm going to put lava in them, and then what's going to happen is that they're going to be for forging the actual automaton parts. Then the chambers would get opened up and they'd be moved on to kind of an assembly line or an assembly space, probably somewhere over here where the automaton Cadiot can be produced. Okay, forging tubes complete. Now, you notice they're not made of copper. There's a reason for that. You see, copper is what we're going to be forging out of. And so if we make our forge out of the material we're forging out of, we can't really forge with that material without melting our forge. There were a lot of forges there. I hope you got all that. Now, I know I was just saying something a little bit different about the lava melting copper and forging temperatures, but I thought about it a little more, and yeah, well, that's technically how that works. There's not really any good piping material in the game other than copper. So we're just going to say these are copper exterior coated pipes. Their actual interior has the right material. Yeah. This isn't me BSing to make this look good. So next I want to build the actual charging and production stand. So this is just going to be the pedestal where the whole thing gets built and is plugged into. Now I don't know what I'm doing at all here. I'm just going to throw some blocks at the wall and hope this sticks. Which is always the correct strategy, by the way. Never plan your builds. Okay, so now we have our charging chamber. I just kind of want to illustrate what I'm going for here. If I turn around here, go into free cam, as you can see, the trapdoor lifts my head up just enough that it goes into the lightning rod, which would be kind of like the charging rod that goes into the automaton to charge it. So with that, all I need to do now is link it up to some sort of power, and we're good. But real quick, I've got all this extra space along the side here, and I'm not just going to duplicate what I have over here. That would be lame. So instead, what I'm thinking to do over here is shelving units. Now, I don't know how I'm going to pull this off. Well, I have an idea of how I'm going to pull it off. I don't know if it's going to work as well as I think it will, but if it does, then this is going to look awesome. So what I'm thinking is using fences and these fence gates like that. I knew what they were, I swear. And then trying to imitate shelving with them with copper trapdoors on the other side and then kind of a little lip up here. And so then on this end I can put barrels and everything, and if I do this right I think it'll look good. But the keyword there was if, and the other keyword was doing, and the third keyword was right. So we'll see. This could go horribly. Let's find out. You know, it's a pretty nice rack if I do say so myself. I think I need a back wall to make it look better, and then I kind of want to put some barrels and stuff on it here in a minute to see how that looks. I have a feeling that putting stuff on the shelves is going to help make it look better. Yeah, I agree with myself. I agree with myself. It looks better when I have things on it. Cool. So that being said, I think now I'm pretty much done with everything that needs to go in the interior here. And so I should probably finish out by doing an exterior. So, time lapse, begin. Well, that didn't take nearly as long as I expected to build. I'm just going to take a step back here, though, as far as I can, and I've already fallen. I'm going to take a step back here, though, and if we look at what we've done, I've got a warehouse here. Now, I wasn't too sure this whole rails door thing was going to work, but I wanted to imitate some sort of sliding doors that slide to either side of the build. I don't know why I just did a hand gesture IRL, but the doors slide to the side and then, like can be slid shut. Of course, it's not functional because it's Minecraft, and why would that be functional? But that being said, yeah, we have the lab where I'm created, and I will say, I did some detailing on the side here for an alley so I could get up another way other than going all the way around. Honestly, it's the little things that count. Like, this alley here is one of the favorite things I think I've done. Just because I don't know, it fits. It feels right. I think I could use a barrel or two, but, I mean, especially when you look at it in shaders, I think it is one of the probably most interesting things I've done so far. This being the most interesting thing I've done so far. Okay, you know what? You want to see it in shaders. I know you do. Shaders. Is it all you wanted? Is it all you dream of? This is one of those builds where I can go inside and I can say with 100% certainty, this absolutely looks better in shaders. I don't know what it is, but just with the room being so dim, and I mean, yeah, just it being dim, and then this slight little popping from the lava, the molten metal, as I'm gonna call it, because that's what I'm going for. It just works. And then you've got a great view looking out on a lake. That this view will go away eventually. Oh boy. Yeah. I mean, oh, the alley. See, look, like I told you, the alley, it's just something else in shaders. Just here, F1 that. Yeah. I don't know why, it looks like it could be an album cover. Please don't. Okay. Cool. Now, one last thing we need to do. Well, we don't need to do it because I already did it. You see, you probably can't tell, and that's intentional. Or you probably can. But no one will ever know that I'm already in cyborg form. Or cyborg automaton form. Yep. See, the only giveaway there on the chest is hidden under armor normally. See, I can take this skin right back into the other world, and they'll never know. They'll never know it's not me. Or, not real me, at least. I'm still me. But real me is here. See, fake me can go over there. Real me stays. Like, the only giveaway that it's not real me is on the backside, where, I mean, you can't even see it. Like, I mean, I guess you can see, like, the gear stuff on the underside of the neck, but with the cape, you can't even see the gears on the back of the body. Oh, wait, ooh. There is an angle there where you can kind of see the legs. But hey, I'll have armor on, so, I mean, who's gonna... See, look, you can't even see that now. As long as I'm wearing pants and a helmet, odds are they'll never know. And that's just how we're gonna keep it. It's a secret between you and me. And, yeah, you and me. No one will notice. Anyway, I think we should get this guy back into the world where he belongs, not here. By this guy, I mean me. Automaton me. See, I don't know what real me thinks. I know what automaton me thinks. And automaton me thinks has different thoughts than real me, because real me is not real me. You probably... Oh, I didn't take off my armor. Well, anyway, I guess I can wrap up and dump my real me stuff at this chest here. I fell. Automaton may need some oil. See, I can just dump all my things. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.